It's the battle of the Big Brother zombies this week as the recently evicted Jared and Cameron get the chance to resurrect their game. Welcome to Oh Brother, I'm PopCulture's Anna Rumer, and you know me, I'm watching the live feeds, I'm recapping the episodes, all so you know everything that's going inside the house. Now let's get into this week because it was scary week, and honestly, I was very scared. Let's start at the beginning of the week where a transmission from the Scaryverse changes everything for our house guests. Last week's double eviction saw Cam leaving the house right before Jared was sent packing, and pretty much everyone but 𝐒𝐒 was okay with that. Even personalities aside, these guys have been the biggest competition threats in the house this season. We got to see the double eviction play out live, but Sunday's episode gave us a little bit more context into what went down. Plus, you know, we've got no HOH, no nominations, no veto this week. We've got to watch something. I think the biggest thing I got from this side footage was that Jared actually chose Matt as his house guest choice to play in the veto, which was a move that sealed his fate. Also, Blue told Jared she knew he was Corey's target right before he got voted out, which shocked him somehow.
Did you not think that you were Corey's target? Come on.
Back to post-double eviction, where everyone's feeling pretty good about what just went down. Until a new transmission from the Scaryverse arrives, telling the house guests that BB zombies will be arriving at the house and one of their games will be resurrected on Thursday. And we didn't even have to wait. Here are Jared and Cameron back in the house. Everyone's thrilled.
My heart just dropped.
Now, Cam's strategy coming back into the house is to lay low, try to find some inroads with people just in case he does come back for good. Jared's, well, he's gonna get mad at Blue, one of the two people who didn't vote for him to leave.
You clearly was in on it the whole time.
And he's gonna get in a fight with Felicia for doing him wrong. But Felicia's fighting back. She says, no, remember how you wanted to vote me out over Izzy?
So he voted against me last week, but this week when I vote against him, now I'm the bad person.
This argument got pretty wild. Even 𝐒𝐒 jumped in.
Everybody was voting against you. Everybody was voting against him tonight.
And the rest of the house is thrilled to see more cracks in the former power trio. Now, 𝐒𝐒's kind of in a weird place in the house right now.
All the icks I was feeling were just confirmed.
But she has repaired her relationship with Matt, who tells her he only didn't save Jared because then she would have gone up and he couldn't have her going home. Now, I'm not sure if that's true for Matt or not, and neither is 𝐒𝐒, but Matt keeps getting better and better at this game. He's one to watch.
If Matt is a serpent, then I need to hang up my game shoes because I'm blind.
Oh, and everyone wants Cam back in the house, except Mimi and 𝐒𝐒.
Over Jared. Over Jared.
With that, we have a new transmission from the Scaryverse. In order to re-enter the game, the zombies will need to win a resurrection rumble to determine if they or the other zombie will compete Thursday in a do-or-die competition of their own. High stakes, so Cameron and Jared were both understandably going 100 in their head-to-head skull-stacking teeter-totter comp. Although Jared really seems to embrace the zombie persona because he will not slow down and stop launching his skulls, despite doing it over and over again. Okay, there's 3 rounds. Round 1 was tied at 7 skulls each, with Cam pulling ahead in the second round 13-9 once he slowed down. Now in the final round, it's 1st to 30, and we leave off with our 2 zombies fighting for their second life in the game.
There's no more chances after this, so whatever happens from here, I just know that I gotta give it all I got.
With the zombie resurrection looming, will it be Cameron or Jared who re-enters the house? This one's for the money, boys. Let's get into it. We left off with the Resurrection Rumble cliffhanger midway through round 3 of this skull-balancing teeter-totter game, as Jared and Cameron battle for the right to choose who would compete live in the do-or-die competition during Thursday's episode. And no one's even hiding who they want to come back at this point.
I'm the reason Jared went home during the double eviction. I cannot have that guy re-entering the game.
Jared kinda sucks at this competition though. He never gets his bearings. I wasn't shocked when Cameron won this hand over skull.
The fate of my game now lies in my hands.
And Jared is so sad about losing.
Keep your head straight. This is not it.
Meanwhile, Cameron's making moves to set himself up in the house if he does come back. He asked Matt and Jag for 1 week of trust to prove himself in the event he returns. And Jag thinks it's a pretty good idea to band together with the only other 2 people who can really win competitions, at least for a little while. It's like the brigade.
I don't know what the heck the brigade is. I was probably 5 when that happens.
Also, if Jared's gone, that means Blue can be brought in on this. She's kind of planning Jared's funeral already.
He loves to play with fire, and I'm ready to burn the house down.
Corey's also thinking about all the possibilities awaiting him in the coming week, although he might be a little distracted.
America?
he proposes a final four with America, Mimi, and Felicia. And while Mimi doesn't 1000% trust AmeriCory, she thinks she can beat them in the end, so she's considering it. Matt's also considering his relationship with Cory though, after he spots him talking to Felicia with his hand covering his mouth. Sneaky, sneaky.
That's an instant red flag, because that means they don't want me to read what they're saying.
Matt, Jag, and Blue point out that AmeriCory, or I'm sorry, 𝐿 are starting to be seen as a two-vote duo. They need to be taken down. But of course, they don't want to be the ones to do it because of their 5-persons alliance. Also, 𝐿, they've got all that time in the house alone and they can't come up with AmeriCory like the rest of us. Disappointing. Anyways, it's time for the do or die comp, and this competition determines which of the zombies will return. Cameron's taking his fate in his own hands in this puzzle that will look very familiar to you Survivor crossover fans, and despite one scary moment there, Cameron kind of nails this. It's him who will be making his way back into the game, sending Jared home for good. Karma, am I right? Outside the Big Brother house, I was kind of shocked to see Jared break down when Julie asked how he thinks 𝐒𝐒 will do without him, especially when he's been the one tanking her game all along.
Nobody was gonna watch her back like I was, so.
Well, that's for sure.
I mean, the call is coming from inside the house, truly. And with that classic horror movie reference, Scary Week comes to an end. And because we had such a weird week, everyone will be able to compete for the next HOH. With Cameron back in the house, who is he going to align with? Or is he gonna get booted straight back onto the block? We're gonna be watching to find out. So tune into 𝐿 Brother every week for your rapid fire recap. From way outside the Big Brother house, I'm PopCulture's Anna Rumer.